Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And salute to Shalom to all you bros out there that's pushing this word, truth, sincerity. All right, real quick, I played that clip going into, spiritual power. And I was meditating on this saying that Bruce Lee said in one of his movies. He said emotional content, and going into like, for an example, when he used to fight, some of the times he'll make like these sounds, like woo whoa, how Bruce used to make those sounds. But I was spiritual because he was actually tapping into his emotions and his spirit, if you will, his feelings. He was honestly expressing himself, and he said that's one of the hardest things to do for anybody, because we all have insecurities, we all have weaknesses. But to honestly express yourself, man, that's something. It really is something special, because that's what you're doing. A lot of people, have they care about what other people think too much. That makes me think about that one movie, Last Samurai, where the dude said, "Too much mind. Like you can't think too much. Can't overthink it. You know." So pretty much this says themes or characteristics of feelings that tend to elicit, elicit strong emotions, Salakia, especially as they are portrayed in various forms of communication, right? And going into the scripts, just pull something real quick. This is Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit is than he that taketh a city. You're right, Salakia. We read that again. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, right? So, it's not saying that don't be angry, because the scriptures say be angry, but sin not. It just says slow to anger, basically, being able to control it. And it says, and he that ruleth his spirit, than he that taketh the city, right? Ruling your spirit, actually having control over, having self control, having balance, your mind, body, You go to another precept. Oh, I'm going to this definition real quick. It says expression, the process of making known one's thoughts or feeling. Right, and it's a time and place for everything. So sometimes, the scriptures say sometimes you have to, reframe. Sometimes you have, So it's a balance, But I'm talking about in this situation, as far as like combat and fighting, to honestly express yourself, there's nothing wrong with that, because you gonna have to tap into your reserves at some point, because the body that we're in is weak, but we still have a lot of things that we're learning about ourselves, and we're just learning in general, you know. For example, like I was going back to the sound when Bruce Lee used to make those sounds. Something recently happened to me where I hurt my back in the spiritual because as I was working, I was still working while I heard it, but I was making these grunt sounds like it was spiritual because I had to do that in order for me to honestly perform what I had to do. I couldn't hold my breath, or I couldn't act like the pain wasn't getting to me because it was there. So I had to release that energy in the best way I could, in a balanced way, you know. So let me pull this precept. It says, this is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? And just knowing that we have all the tools that we need through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, we good, you know what I'm saying? We have everything we need, you know? Just thinking about how Bruce Lee had it, he was on a level, you know? But we take it from him and we adding to it, you know? So in these times, hey man, we the best, Lord willing, the house of David, but we the best warriors of all time, man. Like literally, because the scriptures say that they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. So Hey man, we in that time, man, where the Lord is gonna lift up that standard, and people gonna be willing in the day of that power, man. So I won't make this video too long. I just wanted to bring out, a couple of precepts, go into it real quick. So I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Kwame Yasharala Bros, you're almost home, Rob Hab, Shalom.